Hi friends, I want to do some more predictions for you for 2025 overall. So what we're going to do is look at the realms of like mind, body, and spirit and what you can expect in 2025. I am putting forth the intention that this is specifically for my YouTube subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and then that way it'll you'll be part of these collective readings that I am doing. And as a reminder, I am posting a week ahead reading every single Sunday, so you'll know what is coming in the week ahead. All right, so I want to take a look at, thank you, Spirit. Let's start off with mind, kind of like your mental health. Mind, emotional health can be in there too, but mental health, mind for 2025. Thank you, Spirit. What do my YouTube subscribers need to know for mental health, for their mind, maybe ways of thinking that might be evolving in 2025 for them? How will this look in 2025? Mental health for my YouTube subscribers in 2025, mental health, mental well-being in 2025. Whoa, okay. This is looking really good, honestly. I'm gonna show you every card that came out. I just wanna let's see what we're getting here. This is honestly amazing. Okay, I feel like this year feels very different from past years for you mental health wise. And it's so interesting because I do feel like there's a lot of reasons why your mental health could be not great this year. Like there's gonna be a lot of change. I do see on the bottom of the deck the Tower. Like there's going to be lots of global events that are happening this year. There is going to be some, catastrophic things that can definitely affect our mental health. However, I am just getting that there is a lot of stability, comfort, and it's so weird because I'm aware of this scary energy and I feel so assured. I feel like Spirit's kind of giving me what this feeling is like. And it does seem like this feels very different than maybe even how your mental health was in 2024 or in recent years. Cause I'm seeing the 9 of Stars. So also, I'm seeing the 9 of Stars, and the 2025 is a 9-year, right? 2 + 2 + 5 = 9. This is also Venus in Virgo. 9 of Stars is Venus in Virgo. And I feel like that's significant because we're just moving into the nodes. The North Node and the South Node are moving. And the North Node is going to be now in Pisces. The South Node is going to be in Virgo for the next 18 months or so. And I feel like that's also significant. You might want to look at what that means in your personal birth chart. That's just kind of a little, I get these little intuitive astrology downloads of what you should look at and how it can relate. And so I feel like the nodes might actually have some significance for this collective, especially regarding mental health. Okay. But I'm also just getting with Venus and Virgo, Venus is your emotions, and your moon sign is too. There's a lot of femininity that comes there, feminine energy, and it feels like in Virgo it balances out a practicality of it. It also it feels very pure. It feels very pure, and it feels very there's it's giving aura, lots of aura points with Venus and Virgo. And then I do also see the Empress card here. This is also literally the Venus card. There's lots of really strong feminine energy here, okay? And it just feels really embodied. I am seeing... Okay, so with the 9 of Stars, she's obviously wearing orange, and then we have all the red here. So this is root and sacral chakra, and that's where a lot of times we feel our fear is really coming from our root and sacral chakras. it's like not feeling safe, not feeling literally like the basic levels of safety. And to me, it's showing me like you are going to feel rooted and safe. And then that is going to influence your, it's kind of like bottom up, but then you can also use that to like go top down sometimes too, I feel like. But I also see the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is about radiating pure bliss and joy. Like, you're mental. Like, yeah, let's take this energy. So of course not everything is going to be sunshine and rainbows. It is definitely not, but it just seems like for somehow this collective is figuring out how to be in that space. Like, this is honestly surprisingly optimistic. I'm even feeling like, wow, like, okay. And I feel like because the more that you can find these places where you can find safety within yourself and do that like bottom up. So maybe you're even doing things to like, you focus on your root chakra, and then you focus on your sacral chakra, and then like, you know, next would be solar plexus, and on and so on and so on. And like you do maybe some like chakra alignments. Even I'm noticing with the rainbow here, right? Like the chakras all have colors. And it's like, it's starting with the red, that will actually help you feel overall fulfilled. So maybe there's a lot of actually like working with your chakras in 2025 would be really, really good for you, to manifest forward like all the things that you want. And okay, with the Ace of Stars, it just seems like you can create your own, you can create your own healthy mental health, like whatever that means for you. Obviously, you might need to use various like tools or help or things like that. I do see the Queen of Crystals also coming out. She also is like somebody who like, so she rules up here, right? And wow, I feel like a little like vibration in my skull right now. It's like a tingling in my scalp. Like, she rules your crown chakra, your third eye chakra. And so maybe for some people, this is even about like possibly using medication to help with this. If you need that, if your thoughts are really difficult for you to take care of, like, it's okay to get support and to, if that's what you need. Okay. And I feel like it's like, trust what you need to do to keep yourself safe. If you feel safe, but then your thoughts are overtaking you, then yeah, like this is something to, do something about that. But I do see there's also like a witchy vibe here. So maybe some of you are doing things like getting more into the chakras. Maybe you're getting more into yoga. Maybe you're getting more into, I'm not saying that stuff is witchy, but it's like more alternative like practices, rituals, using crystals, using oils, and maybe even doing like kind of like magic type of work. That feels like that here with the Ace of Stars as well. And that is helping create the type of like mental energy that you want to have. It's interesting. I feel like I've looked at these cards so many times, and for some reason, this is really drawing my attention. I'm going to put it so close so you can see. Hopefully I might need to like crop it. I don't know. So that you can really like see this shape, because it isn't quite an X. It's actually like little diamonds. I've literally never noticed that. I use this deck every single day. They're little like diamonds that are put together into groups of 4. So there's actually 40 diamonds. That something about that seems significant. And it feels like pillars, like something significant there. I don't know, so that somebody might need to hear that. I'm also getting that like the when you need to have a shift, literally like change your city for a minute. Okay, I'm getting that energy too. So like sometimes you need to literally like go to another place to get a little bit of a shift. and those shifts can happen really quickly and you can return back, but it's like, different cities are going to feel different to you. There is the element to like possibly like getting out into like the country, like more into nature, but I feel like you can do that from where you live. This is literally about like a different city specifically. Okay. It's like, yeah, take that as it resonates. And that can be, these are predictions for all of 2025. So something related to that. Is there anything else that just need to be known? Honestly, I feel like that's what you really need to like understand for your mental health. Like for some of you, interacting with animals, and I don't mean your pets, I think it's like maybe you're interacting with specifically horses is coming through, like maybe doing some sort of like equestrian therapy, maybe doing something where you're like volunteering with like an animal shelter, and like that feels like it's really abundant for you. Maybe you are also like taking care of it. It seems like it's like temporary interaction, so that's why it doesn't seem like it's your pet, but maybe some of you are like fostering animals, trying to help take care of animals. For some of you, that literally might be animals that were like displaced from some of the natural disasters. That seems to be coming through. That's gonna be really good for you. Okay, that's good for your emotional and mental health to like interact with animals. Is just another little download. Anything else for this collective, mental health wise? Okay, yes. I was like, I know there was another download that I was getting, and I remember it was like from looking at something in the cards. Okay, just yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm seeing the 9 of crystals on the bottom of the deck, and now the star card. Okay, the 9 of crystals is a lot about anxiety and mental anguish and depression. This is probably the card in the deck that represents like the most challenging mental health. And the star card is about healing. And I'm just really noticing on the Ace of Stars how like this part is not as like gold as the rest. And from my orientation, like that is back here, right? That's the past. And what I feel like it's trying to say is like, okay, yes, just like, even though some things might have happened in the past, and I feel like this is the past, you've had some rough mental health times recently, and probably a lot in 2024, and that doesn't have to come with you. It might come with you at the beginning of 2025 because you might not have shed it yet, but it's going to be time to shed it. Aquarius season seems like a significant time to really work on that. Aquarius season starts on January 19th, so depending on when you see that could be very, very soon. I feel like it's kind of like, okay, there's a little bit of that lingering time, but it's going to get a lot brighter. It's going to be so much brighter. And even with like this looks like a compass to me, and so it's just kind of the reminder of how I was talking about the north and south nodes. Please look at that in your chart. It's significant. Okay. I also feel like for many of you, you need to look at what's going on in your first house, your house of self, because I think that you've maybe had some difficult times there. You've lost yourself a little bit, especially like the cusp between your 12th and your first. For those of you that know your whole chart, like that's going to be significant for you. I also see with the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck that for many of you, a lot of your mental health challenges last year were actually related to a masculine energy, or take this as it resonates. It also could have just been like, the person that you were really interested in, like a romantic interest. And that was definitely influencing your mental health with the Ace of Crystals. And I feel like this year, instead of it feeling like this, because there's more healing, it feels like this year now we have this like King of Cups that is better for your mental health and brings about joy with the Sun card. Here's the Page of Crystals as well. We already had the Queen of Crystals come out, so it makes sense that we had to, we had to have a different card. And so that is also making me feel more optimistic. I feel like your mental health was kind of, maybe you were really looking for a romantic partner and it wasn't happening, or there was some sort of like romantic thing that was causing distress for you mentally, and that feels like it just feels like you have a much different outlook this year on it, and maybe even being in a relationship that brings you a lot of joy and bliss, and that could be part of why your mental health feels better too. But I'm strongly getting that that's not, that isn't what you're not relying on a relationship to bring you joy in your mental health, because you feel really fantastic single too, or regardless of whether you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, like, that's fine. Like, it's not the relationship that is making your mental health great. It's like your mental health is because you find safety within you, and then that is what also can make a relationship great and call forward what you're looking for. So that's what I have regarding your mental health. I think I'm actually going to break this up so it doesn't get too long. So I will make another video about your physical health and well-being in 2025, and I'll see you there.